I mean, locally, we got Mac Jones. If people listen to me, if they listen to the show, if they've listened to us, they know that me and you have...
We've been on the right side of this.
Like, if
There's
you've
no
been,
other way to say it.
like, if you've been watching the Patriots for the last year and a half, and you listen to this show, you know how I feel about Mac Jones. He's not the guy. Hey, Mac Jones ain't the guy. And if you're just figuring that out right now after a game in Dallas and where he was shitting his pants, throwing it around, fumbling, throwing it cross-body across the field, like with no minimal arm strength, you're either listening to Dan Orlovsky too much, which is a problem, or you don't see the game the way that it should be played. Because in today's game, you need an elite quarterback. I mean, if you ever listen to Rex Ryan rip Mac Jones' arm strength, it's perfect. Yeah. He's right. I've always told you there's some nice balls he throws in that he might drop in over the middle, right? 15, 20 yards down. But a lot of them are they're floaters. You know, he can't throw flat. He really has to step into them to get the proper arm strength to make the big throws that you have to make downfield in this league. He certainly doesn't have the arm strength to be making off-balance, cross-body, cross-field throws on the road in Dallas against a top 3 defense, especially a top 3 defense that even though they're missing one of their top defensive backs in Diggs, that's still a ruthless defense. But Micah Parsons was even banged up in that game in Dallas on Sunday. I mean, it's just, there's still some Mac Jones holdouts. Like, they're holding on to this idea that everybody around him needs to be better in order for him to show that he's an elite quarterback, or at least for him to show that he's not the problem. And that's not where we're at in this league when it comes to the quarterback play. You got to step up and be a guy that gets things done in the face of adversity. Your offensive line is banged up? All right, get it out. Get the ball out a little quicker. You're missing one of your key receivers? Okay, find something else that works. Read the play before the snap. You know, change it to a run. Change the side of the run. Find somebody else that's open. Make a play. We are not... There are people that don't want to criticize Mac Jones, and I just don't understand why. They're either, like, friendly with him, and they're afraid to, like, badmouth the kid, or, like, somebody in Mac Jones' team is paying them at this point to, like, sit there and continue to promote him as a top quarterback, knowing that he probably will be a free agent at some point and will be looking for a starting gig. Because he ain't the guy for the New England Patriots. I hate to break it to you. I'm not saying Bailey Zappe's the guy, because I don't think he is. But Mac Jones ain't the guy. And I think if you're just finding that out after the Dallas game last week, you're not watching the same game that I've been watching. You haven't been watching the same Mac Jones that I've been watching. You haven't been watching the same Patriots that I've been watching, that we've been watching. And so seeing him play as poorly as he played against Dallas on Sunday in Dallas just doesn't surprise me one bit.
No. But at this point, you can't blame the guy. He is what he is. He's not getting better. He's regressing.
No, he's not. He's not a Bill Belichick guy.
He's not.
He's not.
No.
I always just...
From the beginning, there was always, it just never worked.
I mean, I was saying that...
His dance. Do you remember? Like,
his gritty against Baltimore.
Yeah.
Was that the game he got hurt too? Or did he get hurt? No, he got hurt the next game.
He got hurt
last year. It was like week 3, week 4. Yeah. Baltimore's driving all over you. You know they're going to come down and score again. You get a touchdown. You're in the end zone doing the gritty. Next thing you know, you're getting carried off the field for a sprained ankle. You look like we were going to have to amputate your leg. That's when I knew he wasn't a Belichick guy.
Yeah.
This wasn't going to work out. There was a real, like, big boy toughness factor that you need to have at the quarterback position. I just don't see it. I've said this a couple times, like, a lot of these kids when they're in college, I mean, think when you watch some of those games, especially in the SEC, like where Alabama's just slinging it, it's back and forth, high scoring games. How often are the quarterbacks getting, like, buried by 4 or 5 guys coming at them nonstop all game? They're not.
Never.
Are they even getting touched? right? You come to the NFL, now you get guys all over you all the time, and it's just like you can't handle it. Mentally, you can't handle it. Physically, you can't handle it. And when you're the quarterback that's asked to lead this team, the New England Patriots, and you lack the toughness, you lack the clock in your head to be able to get the ball off in time to when there is pressure. You can't lead with confidence. If you can't lead with confidence, you're not going to be a good quarterback. Your team's not going to be very good. You're certainly not going to be a Bill Belichick guy. All of these things have been pretty evident, I thought. To some people in the media, it hasn't been evident to them. I don't know why or how, but we're seeing it. Mac Jones ain't the guy.